Now, I thought that hate was too strong of a word at the time. Angel Reese is damn sure jealous of Caitlin Clark. She's got a lot of anger. She has a lot of resentment towards the Great White Hope. But I thought the bitterness was professional. I thought Angel Reese was jealous because Caitlin Clark is a mainstream draw.
What happens when a WNBA star crosses the line from healthy rivalry to outright hate? A controversial TikTok has left fans stunned and her career on the brink. Could this be the end of her time in the league? And why has the WNBA remained silent?
Right there. There's the picture. And Angel Reese did, in fact, repost this on TikTok, it looks like, and share it. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Or are you kidding me?
The WNBA's silence is only intensifying the backlash, leaving fans both frustrated and bewildered. However, there may be a sign of accountability on the horizon. Rumors are circulating that Tyler Marsh is considering a suspension for Angel Reese.
But Tyler Marsh, he immediately earned my respect yesterday.
What exactly did Angel Reese repost that has everyone talking? Following a physical altercation during a game between Reese's Chicago Sky and Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever, where Clark was penalized with a flagrant foul after shoving Reese, Reese reposted a TikTok mocking Clark. This action intensified the rivalry between the two stars and sparked widespread media attention. Concerns have also been raised about racist comments directed at Reese by fans. The WNBA has issued a statement condemning racism and is currently investigating the matter. Both players have publicly addressed the issue, emphasizing the need for a respectful and safe environment for all players and commending support from their teams and the league.
Angel Reese reposted this to her TikTok account. I know the image is blurry and filled with grammatical and spelling errors. I'm honestly surprised that whoever posted this originally was able to spell "the" correctly. But the message, it says, "White girl running from the fade."
Angel Reese's TikTok repost ignited the internet like a spark in a dry field. The video featured a clip of Caitlin Clark alongside the caption, "White girl running from the fade." In sports slang, running from the fade implies backing, down from a fight or confrontation, an accusation that instantly intensified the controversy.
I'm assuming, though, that the racial connotation here is that Caitlin Clark is a scared white girl running away from the black woman. When the reality is, Caitlin Clark was just treating Angel Reese just like the rest of the WNBA audience is treating Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark walked away from the fight and treated Angel Reese like an afterthought.
Ouch, let's be real. With Clark's face front and center, the post felt like more than just harmless trash talk. To many fans, it came across as deeply personal and unnecessarily hostile, crossing the line from playful rivalry into something far more pointed.
Or whatever I got told was Angel Reese about the white girl didn't want any of the fade or something like that. I thought it had to be a mistake. Somebody asked me about it, and I said, no, surely to God she would not have Even Angel Reese surely realizes not to repost something like that, right? Hell, I guess I was wrong.
According to the WNBA's Code of Conduct, any content that promotes violence or hate toward another player violates its zero-tolerance hate speech policy. Reese's decision to share the video didn't just spark drama, it triggered a wave of outrage. The timing only amplified the backlash. Caitlin Clark's star is rapidly rising, and she's become a major force driving new attention to women's basketball. But instead of playful banter, many fans saw Reese's post as outright hostility.
Talking about there's no room for hate, this and that and the other one, and you got a player that's blatantly advocating for violence against far and away your most popular player. All right, and bringing race into the situation.
The comment section quickly exploded, with many accusing Reese of fueling hostility rather than promoting healthy competition. One fan wrote, "This is crossing the line. We want to see rivalry, not threats." Another added, "You're supposed to be a role model, not someone who encourages this kind of behavior." The backlash reflected a growing concern that the incident had moved beyond sportsmanship into something far more divisive.
Mutual respect has been replaced with disdain. And judging by Angel Reese's own TikTok account, it appears that it could be racially motivated.
The backlash didn't stop in the comment section. A prominent analyst on a popular sports podcast remarked, "This isn't rivalry, it's a direct call for conflict." Reactions like that only added fuel to the fire. What began as a debate over whether Reese's post was just edgy banter quickly escalated into a broader conversation. Was it actually promoting something much more serious? Soon people were questioning whether this was still about basketball at all, or if it pointed to something deeper and more troubling within the sport. The WNBA's silence only intensified the scrutiny. The league is known for its strict social media policies, yet Angel Reese's repost appeared to cross a clear line. Fans waited for a response, but none came. In contrast, when Indiana Fever fans were accused of racism, the league responded swiftly and publicly. That disparity raised even more questions. Was Reese being protected because of her growing stardom? Was the league steering clear of the racial dynamics to avoid controversy? The lack of clear action made the situation feel even more charged, leaving fans uncertain and divided.
Right here, Angel Reese cries about racism that never happened, then goes on and reposts openly racist TikToks. This is why the WNBA is a joke and not only allows but encourages racism against white people.
Speculation spread quickly. Some fans believed Reese's rising influence was shielding her from consequences, while others pointed out that the WNBA had acted swiftly in similar situations before, so why not now? Whether intentional or not, the league's silence sent a troubling message, prompting questions about whether its rules apply equally to all players. Adding to the frustration, even when a host from Outkick publicly raised concerns, the WNBA remained unresponsive further, deepening the sense of inconsistency and favoritism.
My boy over at Outkick, Bobby Burack, who's a hell of a good journalist, did reach out to the WNBA. Right here, I asked the WNBA if they had a comment on Angel Reese's racist post on TikTok about Caitlin Clark. The league had no comment, nor would it address Reese suggesting she wants to fight Caitlin Clark. So much for, quote, zero tolerance for hate.
This controversy doesn't just damage Angel Reese's reputation, it puts the entire league under a harsh spotlight. Women's basketball has fought hard to gain attention and grow its fan base, but incidents like this risk driving supporters away. When rivalries become toxic and the league's responses feel inconsistent, it's not only the players who suffer, it's the sport as a whole. Fans want to witness fair competition and respect on the court, not personal attacks or double standards. Yet, with the WNBA still refusing to address the issue, frustration is mounting. The silence is now creating a bigger problem than the original post, leaving everyone to wonder, is this simply a one-time misstep, or does it reveal a deeper problem in how the league manages its biggest stars?
And the WNBA is going after and lecturing Indiana Fever fans in this investigation? Are you trying to tell me Angel Reese is not going to get suspended for this, not going to get fined for this? Or is the WNBA too gutless to stand up against things like this, even if it is against a white woman?
All eyes are now on the WNBA's silence. What's fueling fans' frustration even more is the perception of a double standard. The league has clear policies on hate speech and player conduct, but this time, enforcement seems to be missing. In action, the stark contrast with how past incidents were handled is impossible to overlook.
Angel Reese posted this on TikTok yesterday. Here we are, 24 hours later, and I have yet to see the WNBA launch an investigation. Well, that's strange. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Wasn't it last Thursday that the WNBA launched their No Space for Hate campaign?
The WNBA swiftly rallied behind Brittany Griner within hours of her detention in Russia, issuing statements and launching social media campaigns in her support. That prompt and decisive response set a clear precedent for how the league manages controversy, especially when the public eye is watching. So when Angel Reese's post went viral and the league remained silent, people couldn't help but take notice.
Sports fans are going to go after Brittany Griner over that. They're going to heckle her over that. I heard that yesterday and was like, are you kidding me? Fact, Brittany Griner got arrested in Russia for cannabis oil, which is illegal in Russia. You expect sports fans to not literally heckle her with that during a game? Have you ever been to a Raiders game, an Eagles game? You got to be kidding me.
Fans argue that if any other player had shared a post like this, fines or suspensions would have followed swiftly, but Reese remains untouched, fueling accusations of favoritism. The irony is hard to miss, especially from a league that consistently condemns hate. Many believe the WNBA is shielding Reese either because of her rising star power or the sensitive racial dynamics involved.